Remember the magic of holiday meals in the 1970s? From savory showstoppers to delightful sweet treats, these dishes defined festive gatherings. Today, we're taking a nostalgic trip down memory lane and revisiting 20 iconic holiday dishes from the 1970s that you'll want to make immediately. Whether you're a fan of rich roasts or retro desserts, we've got you covered. Number 1. Crown Pork Roast. The Crown Pork Roast is an iconic dish, especially prominent during the 1970s, known for its elegant presentation and rich flavors. The roast is crafted by shaping a pork loin into a circular crown, with the ribs Frenched for a refined look. It's typically seasoned with a blend of herbs like rosemary and sage, which enhance the natural flavor of the pork. The crown shape is not only aesthetically impressive, but also serves practical purposes, allowing the roast to cook evenly. Traditionally stuffed with fruits like apples or cranberries, the dish offers a balance of savory and sweet, making it a festive favorite for holiday tables. Number 2. Christmas Divinity. Christmas Divinity is a cherished Southern confection, recognized for its light, fluffy texture that melts in the mouth. This candy, made from a base of sugar, corn syrup, and egg whites, has a history tied closely to holiday traditions, especially in the southern United States, where it has been popular since the early 20th century. Divinity requires precision, as it must be made in dry, low-humidity conditions. High humidity can cause the candy to remain sticky and fail to set properly, making it notoriously difficult to perfect. The candy's signature soft texture is achieved by beating the egg whites until they form stiff peaks, followed by the gradual incorporation of a boiling sugar syrup. Timing and temperature are crucial during this process, as the sugar mixture must reach the hard ball stage, which is typically around 250 degrees Fahrenheit. Once combined, the mixture is beaten until it thickens and becomes opaque, giving the candy its signature cloud-like consistency. Though vanilla is the classic flavor, modern versions of Divinity may incorporate a variety of flavors, including peppermint or almond. Pecans or walnuts are often mixed in or placed on top of each piece, adding a delightful crunch. Its delicate and airy texture, along with the difficulty in mastering the recipe, has made it a symbol of holiday dedication and tradition in many families. Number 3. Chocolate Rum Balls. Chocolate Rum Balls are a classic treat, especially popular during the holiday season due to their rich, indulgent flavors and ease of preparation. These truffle-like confections are made from a mixture of chocolate, crushed cookies or wafers, cocoa powder, and a generous amount of dark rum, which provides their distinct taste. The no-bake nature of this treat allows the alcohol to retain its potency, making it an adult favorite at parties. Over time, the flavor of the rum deepens, which is why many prefer making these balls a few days before serving, to let the ingredients fully meld together. Typically, the base mixture includes finely crushed vanilla wafers or similar cookies, combined with nuts like walnuts or pecans, and bound together with corn syrup or condensed milk. Dark chocolate is often melted and mixed in for a richer flavor. Once the dough is formed, it's rolled into small balls and coated with various toppings, such as powdered sugar, cocoa powder, or even sprinkles for a festive touch. Some variations use coconut flakes for an extra texture and tropical flair, while others might dip the balls in melted chocolate for an added layer of indulgence. One key to success with rum balls is balancing the texture. If the mixture is too dry, a bit more liquid like rum or water can help. Conversely, chilling the dough helps if it's too soft. For a more subtle rum flavor, other spirits like bourbon or spiced rum can be substituted. When stored in the fridge, rum balls can last for up to a week and can even be frozen for longer storage, making them an ideal make-ahead dessert for the busy holiday season. Number 4. Pineapple Upside-Down Cake. Pineapple upside-down cake gained massive popularity in the 1920s following the introduction of canned pineapple. The Dole Pineapple Company played a crucial role in this, especially with a 1925 recipe contest that received over 2,500 submissions for this specific cake. Prior to that, upside-down cakes were already common, using fruits like apples or cherries, baked in cast-iron skillets. The concept of pineapple as the star ingredient transform this cake into a cultural icon. The cake's appeal lies in its unique presentation. After baking, it is flipped to reveal caramelized pineapple rings and maraschino cherries on top. This dramatic reveal, paired with the contrast between the sweet, sticky topping and the tender, fluffy cake, made it a favorite for special occasions. Pineapple's availability in canned form ensured it could be used year-round, adding to the cake's widespread success. Modern variations of this cake often include the use of fresh pineapple for a more intense flavor, while others experiment with additional ingredients like cream cheese layers or coconut toppings to enhance texture and flavor. This versatile dessert remains a nostalgic favorite, often served at potlucks and family gatherings, particularly in the United States. Number 5, Baked Alaska. Baked Alaska is a visually striking dessert that combines multiple layers, typically sponge cake, ice cream, and meringue, resulting in an impressive blend of textures and temperatures. The unique element of Baked Alaska is its ability to maintain a frozen core of ice cream, even after a brief stint in a hot oven to brown the meringue. This is made possible by the insulating properties of the meringue, which protects the ice cream from melting during the baking process. The dessert originated in the 19th century, with its most well-known version popularized by Delmonico's restaurant in New York. Chef Charles Ranhofer is often credited for this creation in celebration of the U.S. purchase of Alaska. Its combination of hot and cold elements has made it a favorite for special occasions due to its theatrical flair when served. The preparation of Baked Alaska requires precision. The ice cream is first frozen into a dome shape, then placed atop a cake layer, typically sponge or pound cake. The meringue is whipped to stiff peaks and spread generously over the entire dessert, sealing the ice cream in completely. This step is crucial to prevent the ice cream from melting when the meringue is browned, either in a hot oven or with a kitchen torch. Variations of Baked Alaska have expanded over time. Different flavors of cake and ice cream can be used, with some opting for modern twists like chocolate cake or sorbets. For those seeking plant-based options, vegan versions use non-dairy ice creams and meringues made from aquafaba. Whichever approach is taken, Baked Alaska remains a showstopper that balances both elegance and nostalgia. Number 6, Eggnog Pie. Eggnog Pie is a creamy, festive dessert that brings together the rich flavors of traditional eggnog in a pie format, making it a perfect treat for the holiday season. The pie typically features a smooth, custard-like filling made with eggnog, cream, sugar, and warming spices, like nutmeg and cinnamon. This filling sits in a pre-baked graham cracker crust, adding a subtle crunch to contrast the silky texture of the eggnog custard. Some variations include adding a splash of rum or brandy to give the pie an extra kick, closely mimicking the flavors of classic spiked eggnog. The origins of eggnog pie draw from the long-standing tradition of eggnog as a celebratory drink dating back to medieval Europe. By the mid-20th century, recipes for eggnog-inspired desserts became increasingly popular in American cookbooks, particularly during the Christmas season. Eggnog pie became a holiday staple, appreciated for its simplicity and the nostalgic flavors it brings. To enhance the pie, whipped cream is often used as a topping, with an extra dusting of nutmeg or cinnamon to finish it off. The no-bake versions are especially popular as they require minimal effort, making them convenient for busy holiday kitchens. This dessert is best served chilled, allowing the custard to firm up and the flavors to meld together, offering a delightful, indulgent bite with every slice. Number 7, Molded Shrimp Salad. Molded shrimp salad was a centerpiece of mid-century American dining, particularly during the 1950s to the 1970s, when gelatin-based salads became a culinary trend. The salad is a mix of shrimp, vegetables like celery and bell peppers, and a lemon or tomato-flavored gelatin base. This dish stood out for its visual appeal, often prepared in decorative molds, which added a dramatic touch to the presentation. When served, the salad would hold the shape of the mold, typically a ring or fish shape, making it a standout on any party table. The preparation of molded shrimp salad involves dissolving gelatin in hot liquid, usually water or chicken broth, and allowing it to cool slightly before adding cooked shrimp and crunchy vegetables. For extra flavor, lemon juice or even shrimp stock could be incorporated. The mixture is then poured into a mold and refrigerated until fully set, often several hours before being carefully unmolded onto a serving platter. This dish was often garnished with additional shrimp, sliced olives, or fresh herbs for a touch of color. Though molded salads faded from popularity as gelatin-based savory dishes went out of style, molded shrimp salad remains a nostalgic dish for those who appreciate retro culinary traditions. It represents the creativity and emphasis on presentation that characterized mid-20th century cooking. Number 8, corned beef cheese balls. Corned beef cheese balls are a savory retro appetizer that gained popularity during mid-20th century holiday gatherings and potlucks. These bite-sized balls typically blend softened cream cheese with finely chopped corned beef, offering a rich and flavorful combination. The corned beef adds a salty, meaty depth, while the cream cheese provides a smooth, creamy texture. Green onions, Worcestershire sauce, and a hint of garlic are often added to enhance the flavor, giving the balls a slightly tangy and savory bite. To make corned beef cheese balls, the ingredients are mixed together until well blended, and then the mixture is rolled into small, bite-sized balls. For added texture, many recipes call for rolling the balls in chopped nuts, parsley, or even shredded cheese. This coating provides a crunchy exterior that contrasts nicely with the creamy interior. These cheese balls are often served with crackers or crusty bread, making them an easy and versatile appetizer. They were particularly popular in the 1970s due to the ease of preparation and their ability to be made ahead of time. Over the years, variations have emerged, including adding mustard or horseradish for an extra kick, or swapping out corned beef for other cured meats like ham or pastrami to suit different tastes. Number 9, Ambrosia Salad. Ambrosia salad is a sweet, creamy dish that became especially popular in the southern United States during the mid-20th century, often appearing at holiday gatherings and potlucks. This dessert-like salad typically includes a mix of canned fruits such as pineapple, mandarin oranges, and maraschino cherries. The base is usually made with whipped cream, Cool Whip, or sour cream, which gives the salad its signature creamy texture. Mini marshmallows are also a key ingredient, adding a soft, chewy texture to balance the fruit. Coconut flakes are often mixed in for a tropical touch, and some variations of the recipe include additional ingredients like grapes, pecans, or bananas. Ambrosia salad is known for its versatility, allowing families to adapt it with their own preferred ingredients. Despite its simplicity, the dish holds a nostalgic place in many holiday traditions, particularly in the American South, where it has been a staple at Thanksgiving and Christmas tables. The origins of ambrosia salad can be traced back to the late 19th century, when it was considered a luxury due to the use of rare tropical fruits like coconut and pineapple. Over time, the dish became more accessible as canned fruits became common in grocery stores. Today, it continues to be appreciated for its retro charm and light, refreshing taste. Number 10, Perfection Salad. Perfection salad, a dish introduced in the early 20th century, is a striking example of how gelatin molds were celebrated for their versatility and visual appeal. This salad was created by Mrs. John Cook of Pennsylvania in 1904 as part of a recipe contest sponsored by Knox Gelatin, and it quickly became a household favorite. The salad combines shredded cabbage, celery, green peppers, and sometimes carrots, all suspended in a lemon-flavored gelatin. A splash of vinegar or lemon juice is often added to give it a tangy kick, which contrasts nicely with the sweetness of the gelatin. This dish was considered a marvel of creativity, combining practicality with an eye-catching presentation. It was designed to be served as a light, refreshing side dish alongside cold meats or poultry. The gelatin not only held the ingredients together, but also helped preserve them, making the salad ideal for preparing ahead of time. Perfection salad became especially popular during the early and mid-20th century, aligning with the era's fascination with molded foods and fancy presentations. It was a staple at luncheons, picnics, and holiday gatherings. The combination of crunchy vegetables and jiggly gelatin made it a unique textural experience, while its bright, translucent appearance made it a visually appealing centerpiece on any table. Number 11. Chicken liver pate. Chicken liver pate is a luxurious and creamy spread, traditionally rooted in French cuisine. Made from finely cooked chicken livers, butter, cream, and often a hint of brandy or cognac, this pate offers a rich, indulgent flavor that is both earthy and smooth. Chicken livers are first sautéed with onions, garlic, and sometimes herbs like thyme or bay leaves. Once cooked, the livers are blended with softened butter and cream to create a velvety texture. Adding a splash of cognac or another spirit enhances the depth of flavor, giving it a sophisticated finish. The pate is typically served chilled, making it easy to spread on crackers, toast, or crusty baguettes. Some versions are topped with a layer of clarified butter or aspic, which acts as a seal to keep the pate fresh longer while adding a silky texture when eaten. It's often garnished with capers, cornichons, or pickled onions to cut through the richness. While it may have origins in fine dining, chicken liver pate became a popular appetizer in the 1970s for its versatility and ease of preparation. It can be made ahead of time, stored in the fridge, and brought out to impress guests at dinner parties. Variations include adding herbs like parsley or rosemary, and some modern recipes opt for a lighter texture by using a food processor instead of hand mixing. Number 12. Tomato aspic. Tomato aspic is a savory gelatin dish that was a staple of mid-century American cuisine, particularly during the 1950s and 1960s. Made by combining tomato juice or a blend of tomatoes with gelatin, the aspic was often flavored with seasonings like Worcestershire sauce, celery, onions, and lemon juice, giving it a tangy, zesty kick. The dish was chilled in a mold until firm, creating a translucent, jiggly texture that was a hallmark of many gelatin-based recipes from that era. This dish often served as a side or appetizer and was typically presented at luncheons, picnics, or special gatherings. Its visual appeal came from the use of decorative molds and the inclusion of colorful garnishes such as olives, celery sticks, or slices of hard-boiled eggs, which were often embedded within the gelatin. The use of tomato juice gave the aspic its bright red color, making it a visually striking centerpiece on any table. One of the practical benefits of tomato aspic was its ability to hold its shape even when prepared in advance, making it an ideal choice for hostesses looking for make-ahead dishes. Despite its decline in popularity, tomato aspic reflects the culinary creativity of its time and is still appreciated by some as a nostalgic nod to vintage cooking. Number 13. Pineapple Bavarian Cream. Pineapple Bavarian Cream is a light, airy dessert that combines the tropical sweetness of pineapple with the smooth texture of a classic Bavarian cream. This dish is made by combining a pineapple base, usually created by cooking or blending crushed pineapple with sugar and gelatin, with whipped cream to achieve a fluffy, mousse-like consistency. Once prepared, it's chilled until it sets into a firm yet creamy texture. The base of pineapple Bavarian cream often starts with pineapple juice or crushed pineapple, which is heated with gelatin to form the foundation. Once the gelatin mixture cools down, whipped cream is gently folded into the mixture to give the dessert its signature light texture. This combination of tropical fruit with rich whipped cream makes it a delightful and refreshing treat, especially during warmer seasons or as a finish to a rich meal. Historically, Bavarian cream has French origins and is typically made with custard, gelatin, and whipped cream. The pineapple variation brings a distinctly tropical twist, which became more common in the 20th century as canned pineapple became more accessible. This dessert was often molded into decorative shapes and served at elegant gatherings, combining French culinary technique with American fondness for molded desserts. Number 14. Rum-soaked fruitcake. Rum-soaked fruitcake is a dense, rich cake traditionally packed with dried fruits, nuts, and spices, soaked in rum for an intense flavor and moist texture. The process of soaking the cake in rum begins well before serving, with some cakes left to age for several weeks or even months. This slow soaking process enhances the cake's depth of flavor, as the alcohol preserves the cake while infusing it with a boozy richness that balances the sweetness of the dried fruits. The ingredients typically include dried fruits like raisins, currants, apricots, and cherries, along with nuts such as almonds or pecans. These fruits are often pre-soaked in rum before being mixed into the batter, which is also spiced with cinnamon, nutmeg, and cloves. Once baked, the cake is regularly fed with additional rum, either by brushing the surface or injecting the rum directly into the cake. This continuous feeding process ensures the cake remains moist and packed with flavor. Rum-soaked fruitcake is commonly associated with Christmas and other holiday festivities due to its indulgent and celebratory nature. The high alcohol content helps preserve the cake, allowing it to be enjoyed over a long period, which is why fruitcakes are often stored for months and still maintain their quality. Many bakers believe that the aging process improves the flavor, making it richer and more complex as time passes. Number 15, Cranberry Mousse Mold. Cranberry mousse mold is a classic retro dish that combines the tangy flavor of cranberries with a light, airy texture. Popularized during the mid-20th century, this dish was often seen on holiday tables, particularly around Thanksgiving and Christmas. The key component is cranberry puree, made by simmering fresh or canned cranberries with sugar until they break down into a smooth sauce. This mixture is then combined with gelatin, which gives the mousse its structure. After cooling, the mixture is whipped to incorporate air, creating a light, mousse-like texture. Once the cranberry mixture is whipped, it's folded into whipped cream, which adds richness and further lightens the mousse. The mousse is then poured into a decorative mold and chilled until fully set. When ready to serve, the mold is inverted onto a plate, revealing a vibrant, jiggly dessert with a beautiful shape. Cranberry mousse mold is often garnished with fresh cranberries, mint leaves, or even a drizzle of sweet cream to enhance its visual appeal and flavor. Its bright, tart taste provides a refreshing contrast to the heavier, richer dishes typically served during holiday meals, making it a perfect palate cleanser. It's also an attractive and nostalgic addition to any retro-inspired holiday menu. Number 16, Bourbon Balls. Bourbon Balls are bite-sized confections that combine rich chocolate, crushed cookies, and a hearty splash of bourbon, making them a festive favorite during the holiday season. Originating in the American South, particularly Kentucky, where bourbon is a regional specialty, these treats were traditionally made to celebrate special occasions like Christmas or the Kentucky Derby. The bourbon provides a warm, oaky flavor that complements the sweetness of the chocolate and sugar. The base of bourbon balls usually includes finely crushed vanilla wafers or graham crackers, which are mixed with cocoa powder and sometimes chopped nuts for added texture. The mixture is bound together using corn syrup or melted chocolate, and then bourbon is added generously. The alcohol remains uncooked, which allows the bourbon's full flavor to develop over time as the balls are left to set. After the mixture is shaped into small balls, they are typically rolled in powdered sugar, cocoa powder, or even finely chopped nuts for a decorative finish. An important part of the process is letting the bourbon balls sit for a few days before serving. This resting time allows the flavors to meld and the alcohol's intensity mellows, making each bite smooth and indulgent. Some variations include adding additional flavors like coffee or using different types of alcohol, but bourbon remains the classic choice. Bourbon balls are stored in airtight containers and can last for weeks, making them a perfect make-ahead holiday treat. Number 17, Snow Pudding. Snow pudding is a delicate, airy dessert that has its roots in classic American cuisine, particularly popular in the early 20th century. It's a light, ethereal treat made primarily from egg whites, sugar, lemon juice, and gelatin, creating a frothy, mousse-like texture that resembles freshly fallen snow. The simplicity of its ingredients gives it a refreshing flavor, with the tanginess of lemon balancing the sweetness, making it a perfect palate cleanser after a rich meal. The process starts by dissolving unflavored gelatin in water and mixing it with sugar and freshly squeezed lemon juice. After cooling, stiffly beaten egg whites are folded into the gelatin mixture, creating the signature airy texture. This mixture is then left to chill until fully set, typically molded into a decorative shape, which adds to its elegant presentation. Snow pudding is often served with a custard or vanilla sauce, which adds richness and complements its light texture. The contrast between the fluffy pudding and the creamy sauce makes it an exceptional dessert for formal occasions. While it may not be as well known today, its nostalgic charm and delicate flavor make it a unique dish that can still impress at modern gatherings. Number 18, Grape Jelly Meatballs. Grape Jelly Meatballs are a surprisingly delicious combination of sweet and savory flavors, often served as an appetizer at gatherings and parties. The dish became popular in the mid-20th century and has remained a potluck favorite due to its simplicity and bold taste. The basic recipe involves cooking meatballs, either homemade or store-bought, in a sauce made from grape jelly and either barbecue or chili sauce. This unexpected mix creates a glossy, tangy glaze that clings to the meatballs, making them irresistible. The grape jelly adds sweetness, while the barbecue or chili sauce provides a savory, spicy contrast. Some variations include adding a splash of soy sauce or mustard for extra depth of flavor. The meatballs are simmered in the sauce until fully cooked, allowing the flavors to meld together over time. This dish can be made in a slow cooker, which makes it convenient for parties, as it can be prepared in advance and kept warm until served. Grape jelly meatballs are often served as a crowd-pleasing finger food at gatherings, typically accompanied by toothpicks for easy eating. Their balance of sweet and savory flavors makes them a unique appetizer that stands out among more traditional options, providing a nostalgic yet unexpected twist to any occasion. Number 19, Stuffed Celery with Pimento Cheese. Stuffed celery with pimento cheese is a retro appetizer that offers both a crunchy and creamy bite. Popular in the mid-20th century, particularly across the southern United States, this dish was a staple at potlucks, picnics, and holiday gatherings. It's an easy-to-make snack that involves filling celery stalks with a blend of pimento cheese, which is a mix of cheddar cheese, mayonnaise, and diced pimentos, sweet red peppers. The salty tang of the cheese pairs beautifully with the crisp freshness of the celery, creating a simple yet flavorful appetizer. Pimento cheese, sometimes referred to as the caviar of the South, has a rich history and remains a favorite in Southern cuisine. For stuffed celery, the creamy pimento mixture is typically made by blending grated sharp cheddar, mayonnaise, and finely chopped pimentos, along with seasonings like garlic powder, onion powder, or even a touch of cayenne pepper for heat. The cheese mixture is spooned or piped into the celery stalks, making it an easy-to-serve finger food. This dish not only provides a satisfying combination of textures, but also offers a nostalgic connection to mid-century American appetizers, where simplicity and bold flavors were key. Despite its retro origins, stuffed celery with pimento cheese has endured as a beloved classic. Number 20, Coconut Snowball Cake. Coconut snowball cake is a charming dessert that captivates both with its taste and whimsical appearance. This cake typically features a light, fluffy base, often a vanilla or coconut-flavored sponge, layered with creamy coconut frosting. The entire cake is then covered with shredded coconut, giving it the appearance of a snowball, hence the name. The combination of the moist cake and the sweet tropical coconut makes this dessert a standout at holiday parties or special occasions. To enhance the flavor, the cake is often layered with a filling like raspberry or lemon curd, adding a burst of fruitiness that contrasts beautifully with the rich coconut flavor. The frosting is usually made with cream cheese or buttercream, whipped to a smooth consistency and generously spread between the cake layers and around the outside before being coated with coconut flakes. One of the best aspects of coconut snowball cake is its versatility. Some versions of the cake are infused with coconut milk or extract to deepen the flavor, while others opt for a light vanilla cake base with just a hint of coconut. The cake is often refrigerated to allow the flavors to meld and the texture to firm up, making it even more satisfying with each bite. This cake is not only delicious, but also a visual treat, evoking memories of snowy winter days, making it a nostalgic favorite at holiday celebrations.